Howdy folks, Ryan Klaje here in Amherst, Wisconsin, and we're going to give you a little midwinter update here at the beginning of February 1st. As you can see, we do have quite a bit of snow on the ground, and temperatures have been in the negative Fahrenheits with 0 degrees for a high. Today it is warm. It's going to be in the 20s. I was lucky. Hay was cheap this year. We go through a semi-load every year. In the past couple of years, we increased our numbers and buying several semi-loads. So this deep bedding is made by them. This whole area was stacked. There was 6 or 7 round bales in this area before I built my little plywood covering on top. Cut the strings and then they make the bedding out of it. A couple things that I've noticed is that your pigs will use part of their shelter as their cold weather bathroom. When it's really cold out, that they're not going to stray very far. So now it's an important part of how I build these buildings. You can see there's kind of a half a wall there. Another video I made, that there's, it's called baffling. Common in a lot of different things to keep wind down. One of the major indicators of how well your pigs are handling the winter is what does their coat look like. And if your pigs are getting hairy and woolly, with the exception of the woolly pig obviously, that if you got lots of hair on your pigs, that they're cold. So something I look for is, especially in the boars in the group, which tend to spend more time outside, is how furry are they getting. And by February 1st, they should have developed a pretty substantial coat on them if they're actually being cold. But the ambient temperature inside there under this hay is actually pretty warm. You can see by the amount of hair that these pigs have on them that they're not exactly freezing to death inside. Staged a couple more bales out here because it was really cold. But the number one tip I have for you is to keep your shelters well stocked with hay, bedding, straw, whatever. Because it doesn't matter if there's walls or ceiling. It matters whether or not these pigs, they completely bury themselves in this bedding. The only part of them that's actually sticking out is their nose and their backs. Pretty proud of my pigs and the way that they look in the middle of winter. And when you come out here early in the morning and they get up, that you can see the moisture rising up, that the ambient temperature in this bedding is above freezing even when it's 20 below. So pretty amazing that simple structure to keep the snow and the wind off of them, plus ample bedding, is all you really need. In fact, I would say that a old dairy barn with concrete is actually a less desirable situation for a hog to live in than something like this.